Hello children, today we will start with moral science and chapter number 9, accepting the failures. So what do you understand by this term, accepting the failures? In accepting the failure chapter we will learn that every time it is not possible to get the success only. To get the success we have to face as many failures in our life. It could be a possibility that you may have to face one failure in your life or maybe 100. So that depends. So failure, we can say failure is a one step towards your success, right? So we'll start reading with this chapter, and if the video is not clear, don't be worried about it, because I'm just going to read with the chapter, okay, the paragraphs which are written, and then I'll explain then and there. So accepting the failures, chapter 9. Success and failure are like two sides of a coin. One is appreciated because of the other. The dark and the ugly night increases the importance of the bright and beautiful day. Nobody wants to get defeated. We always want to win. We love success and hate failure. But do we always succeed? Since the advent of civilization, the world has not seen a single person who has been always successful in everything he has done. Right? In most of the cases, success is a fruit of series of failures. If one gives up at the first taste of defeat, he will perhaps never taste success. So, I already told you in the beginning that success and failures are the very important things in our life, okay, and it happened with everybody. There is no one in this world that who got only the success in their life, never ever got any failure. So the failure when comes into our life, suppose you're going to opt any particular field, okay, you want to become a successful businessman. So to be a successful in the business, what you might have to face little failure, sometimes loss in the business, and maybe the business is not working, then you start with the other one. So that type of things comes in everybody's life, right? It is imperative to learn to handle success and failures in a balanced way, okay, and it is difficult to learn how to handle the success and the failures. Thus both should be taken in our stride. That means long walk. You should hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst also. Efforts made are more important than the results achieved. What you have done to achieve your particular task, it doesn't mean whether you are going to get the success you are going to achieve or not, but efforts which you are making. Fruits of action should not be our sole motive. Success is not everything in life, nor failure the worst calamity. Learning to accept defeats is itself is a very big success, right? If you learn how to defeat, if you learn how to accept the defeats, how to accept the failures in your life, is your one of the biggest success in your life. One should not lose courage and confidence in adverse situations. Sometimes you have to face your failures also, but don't lose your courage and confidence. You need to keep on trying, and I'm sure that you one day you will surely get success in your life. So defeats or failures teach us many important lessons in life. A close analysis of our failures helps us on the path of success. One who learns from his mistakes eventually succeeds in life. So what happens when we face failures? Next time we do not do such things which we did in the past, okay, from which we got the failure. So success, we can say the failure is a ladder for us. Like you take one step forward, you might get many times the failures, but that is a step forward towards your success, okay. This you should remember this always. A series of unsuccessful attempts leads the way to many notable inventions, discoveries, etc. If you have seen people who invented the bulb, who invented the telephone, who invented the fan, they all have faced failures in their life. Not only one time, but many times, hundreds of times, right? And then only after many failures, they are famous as they succeeded in inventing any particular thing. So the success stories of the various scientists stands on the plinth here means the foundation of numerous failure. They have seen numerous failures in their life, and they learned from their failures and also learned how to convert them into success. A person who cannot accept defeat is weak. Okay, a person who cannot accept failure is weak, and he fears derision and ridicule. He is more concerned about vanity and brings doom in him on himself. Such a person eventually uses dishonest or unfair means to attain success. So what the people do when they start getting the failures and they cannot accept it, they take the different paths to get the success. They become dishonest or unfairly they get the success. Even if he attains success, he doesn't not enjoy that, because if you get the success with honesty and fairly, definitely you will feel happy from within, right? But when you cheat in getting the success, what you feel, what you do not feel happy. Okay, so let us learn to accept defeat in a positive way. So we have to learn how to accept the defeat or the failure in a positive way, right? If you have got the defeat, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get the success, but you need to be confident enough and never lose hope or courage. We should believe that contesting is more important than winning. Okay, so you need to participate in everything. Doesn't matter whether you win that or not, but you need to keep contesting in it. Strive, fight and win, but be prepared to lose gracefully. If you lose also, then you have to be prepared, and that should always be gracefully. Okay, defeat in games. If you have seen people in the cricket, those who are the players, cricket players from the different countries, they have to face failures in their games, right? In the cricket, do they leave hope? Do they discourage themselves that no, we lose the match, so we are not going to play again? They do. And sometimes what happens, the other teams also wins, they get the opportunity to win, right? So it has been observed that many people are unable to accept defeat while playing games when they do not win, and they start behaving rudely and aggressively when you lose a game or a contest. Immediately and enthusiastically shake hands with your opponent and say something nice to them. If you face failure also, then you should do this. Avoid making excuses for your loss. Okay, there are many reasons for the outcome, but directly focus on the opponent's strength, and that day rather on your own shortcomings. So keep your sense of humor, try to laugh over your disappointment, believe that there will be many good tomorrows for you. Later, make a list of everything you will do better next time. Visualize the defeat as a lesson, not as a failure, and it is only when we are pushed to limit that we really grow. And there are some points we will see how to accept defeats. How to accept defeats in life. A defeat taken very seriously can really harm your future prospects. However, if you adopt the right attitude, the defeat will only impact you for a moment before you move forward with action. So, it is often said that you can judge one's character by the way he accepts defeat. Following are the five ways to confront defeat with grace. So, sometimes what happens, uh, you make one idle person for yourself, right? If you want to become a cricketer, you will make an idle person at Sachin Tendulkar for you. So he also faced many difficulties, many failures in his career, right? But he never lose hope. He keeps on trying, and he was playing, right? He was playing cricket very nicely, and so you can the story of Sachin Tendulkar and the different players. So there are some points. Accept the defeat. So think it happened. So what? So what if you have to face the defeat, right? I have the power to negate its adverse effect on myself. What happened to other people has happened to me too. So this failure happened with many people, okay, before you. So think in that way, and it is not a strange phenomenon. So it happens with everybody. Everybody get a chance to get the failure, and people do get failures before they become successful in their life. The next is learn from the defeat. Instead of leaving your hope and give up at that same time, what you need to do, you need to learn from your defeat, that what mistakes you did, okay? Laugh at your disappointment and make a list how you can make it better in the next time, okay? And in that way you can learn. That is your learning from the defeat. So instead of looking at the defeat as a failure, accept it as a challenge that you can do it better. Competition should not be with others. You should not always compete with others, but compete it with yourself, that whatever you did in the last match, you need to perform better in the next. So you can all use the defeat to be a boon or a bane. It's your choice. Next is move forward. Set your sight on a new goal. Move on to the next. Create new challenges for yourself. If you do not feel confident, eye at smaller goals. Start taking small steps, believing that someday you will surely complete the journey. So what you need to do is, you need to set your goal. You need to move towards the next step towards your goal. So you need to create a challenge for yourself. Yes, you can reach towards your goal, okay? If you cannot take big steps, what you can do, you can set small goals for you. You take the first step forward, and you take the next step forward, and to the next step forward to get the success. And definitely you are going to succeed in your life one day. The next one is emulate. Emulate means where you imitate, okay? When you copy others, or emulate how have your role models, ideal person dealt with the similar defeat, how they have faced the same failure in their life. So you make an ideal person, and remember what he or she was used to do when they face these difficulty or the failures during their career in their time. So there are many successful ways to cope with it. Discover the ways in which someone whom you admire close to handle his defeat. It is likely that their solutions could work for you too. What they did may be a possibility that they will help you also. Distraction is instead of letting self doubt and negativity occupy your mind. So once you get the failure, instead you get the negativity in your mind and the doubt on yourself that whether I can do it or not. So that a doubt comes up in your mind. So what you need to do is you need to put your attention somewhere else, do something else, spend time with doing something like helping the needy people, or engage with the other activities, with your friends, with your relatives, and so that will divert your mind. So you need to distract your mind from the negative impacts which are going to affect on your mind. Okay, so these activities can do wonders for your self esteem. Of course, you will definitely build up your confidence once again instead of getting the negative thoughts in your mind. So I am sure that you have understood this chapter. Okay, and you are supposed to do the question answers of this chapter in your copy, and do the exercises, exercise B and this activity also in your book. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class, and I want you to read this next topic, which is decision making, and we'll be discussing the decision making topic in the next class. God bless you, everyone.